So hello and warm welcome again. Welcome to 58th Inter-IIT Sports Meet. One for one is the score. We have seen that pattern. Playoff teams, they lost the first wicket in the early stages of the game. So they need to be careful going ahead. Again, it was very close. It was very close. Finds an edge of the bat. Get that wicket in the first over. The pressure will be definitely there on the batters. So it's going to be a tricky one for them to go ahead. That partnerships are missing. If you're able to build that partnership with your partner, then the things will turn around. Coming around the wicket for the left-handers. Miss his line. It's on the leg, so it's an easy take for the batters. They will not face that difficulties when the ball is pitching on the leg side. Need to push that into the gap and grab a single. That's going to be the plan for them, and it's easily taken. IIT Delhi. Their bowling attack is superb. We have to see that how the batters will go ahead. Because IIT Delhi, they have plenty of options in the bowling unit. And we have seen them dominating. It's going to be a great battle between these two. Oh, swing and a miss. A beautiful way to win that over. One gone, it's 2 for 1. This is the second over of the game. Dinkar Siak is a new bowler. 2 for 1 is the score after 1. So, one good thing is they know that they will create an angle when right-handed bowlers come around the wicket. It always creates an angle. So that's why it's coming around the wicket again and again. We have seen in the previous over also, and now you can see that. So played beautifully, finds the mid of the bat, and that is going to be the motto in the initial overs. When the batters are new, they will try to time the ball. They will try to find that mid spot of the bat. It's going to be a tricky one to go ahead. Good placement, I believe. A single has been taken. That's the way you should go. They all know that they don't have to lose the wicket. Just try to hang in there. Just try to spend some time, and they're good to go. Then it's in between IIT Roorkee and IIT Delhi that we are watching here. IIT Roorkee. They've had a fantastic game. The game before this one, and also IIT Delhi. They have got a winning momentum. So both the teams worked hard to come here. They will try not to lose this game. It's gonna be a great battle. Up and over. Beautiful drive that was. That is the first boundary of this innings. That was a fuller one. Picked that very beautifully and just pushed the ball. Just guides the ball towards the boundary. A beautiful shot. First boundary of this innings and the first one for Sajal Singh too. On the second ball of his innings, he's able to get that boundary. So the confidence is going to be the high. And we have seen his batting. We have seen his bowling also. So it's a good all-rounder they have got. IIT Roorkee. IIT Roorkee versus IIT Delhi. Both the teams have that players, have that talented players. So it's one of the battles you should watch for. Again, with a straight bat, but finds a fielder. Beautiful ball that was. He knew that he's going to drive. He's just picking up the batter's mind and bowling it accordingly. Couldn't time the ball well. Finds a fielder at the mid off. Easy catch, soft dismissal. That's the second wicket they have lost. Dinkar Siak strikes. He was looking in a rhythm. He finds the boundary in the previous ball and then just wanted to clear the mid-off fielder, but that couldn't happen, and that's why he's walking back to the pavilion. Got the wicket of Sajal in the early stages. Cherry on top for IIT Delhi. The cricket, the game is full of ups and downs. You cannot predict what is going to happen on the next ball. But yes, you can make that plan. You can make that plan in your mind. You can have that setup. And that's what Dinkar Siak is able to do. He kept his line. He kept his line and length at the same zone. He knew that he's going to pick up a wicket if he's going to stick to that line and length again and again. But outside the off stump area, it always forced the batters. It always invite batters to go for the big shots. And the big shot came in the previous ball. Still, he's not. He's not able to get that. In the next ball, he's able to get that wicket also. Lot of appeal and raises the finger. Umpire raises his finger. And the back-to-back wickets for IIT Delhi. The ball comes in a bit. And umpire has given him out. Back-to-back wickets. Dinkar Siak. A picture perfect start for him. He's bowling his first over. Got a boundary. And then back-to-back wickets. Beautiful comeback there from IIT Delhi. Hitting the wickets in each and every over. They've got a first wicket in the first over. Then in this second over, Sajal Singh was looking superb. He got out. And then one more time, he's able to get that wicket on the next ball. That is going to create massive pressure on the batter. What a bowling. What a start he's able to give to the team. Dream start for IIT Delhi. Last ball of this over. Hat-trick ball coming up. Will he be able to do that? Siak versus Museb. He's gonna face that hat-trick ball. No, played with soft hands, but beautiful over comes to an end. He's got two wickets. Oh, single has been taken. Single has been taken. He's gonna keep the strike. He's able to get that off the mark with that single, and two gone. It's 8 for 3. Tremendous amount of pressure is there on the batters now. Sudhanshu Goyal, he can bat really well. Musab, he just came in. Got 2 runs, got that first runs on the board. It's really important for the batters to stay there. Really important to spend some time now. Forget about the runs, and that's the pattern that we have seen in this sports meet. Batters are getting out quickly. A huge shout out to the bowlers. They've done a great job. Naman, he's bowling his second. On the very first over, he's able to set up the tone for the team. He got that wicket in the first over, and then the pressure was definitely there on the batters. Sajal, on the next over, he's able to get that beautiful boundary from the mid of the bat. He's able to create that connection, and then in the next ball, he got out. And again, that back-to-back wickets is going to create that momentum for IIT Delhi. Hammers that off, but the fielder was right there. That is the only fielder shot mid-wicket, and the ball finds him. He's timing the ball so well, and he can do that. He can get that runs on the board for the team as well. Just need to hang in there. Just need to spend that time. You can face that dot balls, no worries. But please don't take that pressure of dot balls at this moment. Because the calculations always starts in the batter's mind. I've played that 3 dot balls, so I need to score that runs. Forget about that. Just try to hang in there. That's what I was talking about. The batters will always try to get that big shots when they face more dot balls. That shouldn't happen because Sudhanshu, he can bat really well. He can have that shots afterwards. Try to spend that time in the initial overs, and then he's gonna go for the big shots. He can go for the big shots. 9 for 3 is the score, so situation is tough for IIT Roorkee. Well left. He saw that the ball is at the line of the wide. He calculated that in a fraction of seconds. And it's too wide to play also. That's a good decision, I believe, from Sudhanshu. No, couldn't find the mid of the bat. The ball is going to swing in the initial overs, so that is going to be the tricky for the batters to stick in. 3 overs gone, it's 10 for 3, IIT Roorkee. Naman, he's going to continue. Not Naman. Naman has balled the previous over. It's Dinkar Siak. He's got 2 wickets on his name and 6 runs in the first over, so he has given that picture perfect start to the team. Can he bring more wickets? And if he's able to get that, nothing like that. The pressure is already there and he's able to get that more wickets. Then nothing like that. Went for the big shot. He almost done a great job. He almost has got a wicket. Ball landed into the no man's land. Nobody's there to take that. Just away from the fielders in the mid. And he's going to create that chances. He's that kind of a bowler who will always go for the wickets. He's fearless bowler. He can bring the ball to the fullest. He can put the ball to the fuller line. So he's okay if he's going to go for the big shot. But he's simultaneously looking for the wicket, and that's a beautiful mindset. That fearless mindset, it always brings you wickets. और अभी तक उनको रिजल्ट भी मिले हैं. वो आगे गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं, उसी लेंथ पे गेंदबाजी कर रहे हैं, आउटसाइड पे ऑफ स्टंप रख रहे हैं, थोड़ा सा वेरिएशन जरूर कर रहे हैं गति में या फिर लाइन में, लेकिन उसी के आसपास कोशिश रहेगी उनकी कि जितना खिलवाए बैटर्स को उस जगह पे उतना सही उनके लिए. वो सेटअप बना रहे बिल्कुल. इस बार आसानी से खेल पाएंगे क्योंकि बॉल बाहर की तरफ थी, लेग स्टंप के बाहर जा रही थी. फ्लिक करना चाहते थे लेकिन सीधा फील्डर के पास. रन्स के ऊपर रोक लगाई है अच्छी खासी, और श्रेय देना पड़ेगा बॉलर्स को. विकेट चटकाई है, उस वजह से दबाव है. उस दबाव में से अगर बाहर निकलना है आपको तो थोड़ा सा काउंटर अटैक करना पड़ेगा, लेकिन थोड़ा समय और बिता सकते हैं आप. थोड़ा समय खुद को दे सकते हैं, फिर समय आपको समय देगा. देखिए फिर से थोड़ा सा फंसे जरूर थे. सिंगल चुरा लिया है. स्कोरबोर्ड को चलता रखने की कोशिश रहेगी यहाँ पे बैटर्स की, लेकिन आसान काम है नहीं. एक तरफ से वो दिमाग में रहता है कि पावर प्ले थोड़ा खत्म हो रहा है तो वहां पे ज्यादा से ज्यादा रन बटोरना चाहिए, तो फिर थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूजन होता है शुरुआती ओवर्स में. उस वजह से कहीं ना कहीं दबाव होता है बैटर्स के ऊपर, खासकर जब विकेट जाती है तो. एक तो आसानी से मिल पाएगा, एक बार फिर से ड्राइव किया था बॉल को, एक के साथ ही संतुष्ट होना पड़ेगा. हमने बहुत सारे मुकाबले देखे अब तक, लेकिन जो डोमिनेंस देखने के लिए मिला है बॉलर्स का, उसकी तारीफ करनी पड़ेगी, उसकी सराहना करनी पड़ेगी. कुछ कुछ बैटर्स जरूर है ऐसे कि जो अच्छे खेल रहे थे, अच्छी इनिंग्स खेल के गए अपनी टीम के लिए, लेकिन उसके अलावा ये इंटर स्पोर्ट्स में बॉलर के नाम रहा है अब तक. ये बड़ा शॉट है लेकिन सीधा हाथों में. टीम पूरी तरह से कोलैप्स होती हुई यहाँ पे. आईआईटी रुड़की को एक और बड़ा झटका. चौथी सफलता दिनकर के नाम, ये तीसरी. ये दिनचर्या है इनकी शायद, विकेट निकालना. कमाल की गेंदबाजी, एक ही जगह पे गुच्छा बना लिया था और फोर्स कर रहे बैटर्स कि आप बड़े शॉट के लिए जाइए, इनफील्ड को क्लियर कीजिए. मैं आपको चाहता हूं कि वो बड़े शॉट लगाए आप। कमाल की गेंदबाजी, कमाल का ये खिलाड़ी दिनकर सियाग। दैट्स अ डिजास्टर स्टार्ट फॉर आईआईटी रुड़की। And full credit goes to this fearless cricket, fearless bowling from Dinkar Siak. He's keeping it to the full. He's not having that variation. He's just sticking to the basics and getting the wickets. Wonderful, wonderful start for IIT Delhi. 13 for 4 is the score now. I've got everything one can ask for. Team has been collapsed totally, and all thanks to these bowlers. Dinkar Siak is the pick of the bowler so far. I've used two bowlers, Naman and Dinkar, but Dinkar, his daily routine is to get that wickets. He's doing that with ease. 4 was gone. It's 13 for 4. Beautiful ball. That was a class. It was a class from Naman. He's taking the class of the batters. And that's why I always say that at outside the off stump line is always effective. If you are able to get that right areas, you are going to take that wickets. It doesn't matter who is in front of you. It's the proper test match line, and it's always effective no matter no matter what format you are playing. It's always going to give the results if you're right, if you're able to hit that right areas. That is the 5th over we are in. 13 for 4. IIT Delhi. They would be more than happy to see that. On the other side, IIT Roorkee. They will try to score that runs. But first of all, the main thing, the crucial factor is to stay there at the pitch. और ये भी थोड़ा सा गलती हुई है, कहीं ना कहीं बड़े शॉट का प्रयास, उस वजह से वो विकेट मिल गई है आइडियली कि यहाँ पे खराब फील्डिंग मिस फील्ड के चलते हुए मिलेंगे रन्स। ये थोड़ा सा देखना नहीं चाहते आप, बिल्कुल अपने अच्छी गेंदबाजी की है, वो दबाव बनाया हुआ है बैटर्स के ऊपर का। इसको अगर आपको कंटिन्यू रखना है तो फिर थोड़ा सा साथ निभाना पड़ेगा बॉलर्स का। गेंद छिटक गई हाथों से, नीचे से निकल गई, तो फिर वो रन्स मिल जाएंगे इस बार, 2 रन्स तो मिल जाएंगे। मुसेब और राहुल, इनके पीछे का बड़ी पार्टनरशिप चाहिए यहाँ पे। एज लगा था, पूरी तरह से शिकंजा कसा हुआ है पेसर्स ने। कमाल की गेंदबाजी, प्रभावशाली गेंदबाजी, दाद देनी पड़ेगी। जिस तरह से वो पेसर्स आए मैदान पे, कुछ अलग ही माइंडसेट से आए थे। पहले ही ओवर में पहली विकेट दिलाई नमन ने, उसके बाद में फिर दिनकर की वो दिनचर्या विकेट चटकाने की। इस वजह से पूरी तरह से दबा ओवर डाला है आज रुड़की के ऊपर। यहाँ पे अपील जरूर है, डायरेक्ट हिट लगी है। देखना पड़ेगा, कॉन्फिडेंट दिखते हुए सारे खिलाड़ी तो जाएंगे थर्ड अंपायर के पास ये देखने वाली बात। शायद पहुंच गए हैं क्रीज के अंदर तो जरूरत पड़ेगी नहीं, लेकिन कमाल की फील्डिंग, इस तरह से वो फील्डिंग चाहिए आपको, वो साथ चाहिए। टीम वर्क बहुत ज्यादा जरूरी है किसी भी स्पोर्ट्स में। एक अकेला बंदा कुछ कर नहीं सकता। बॉलर तभी विकेट ले सकता है जब फील्डर साथ दे। वो प्रेशर बनता है जब आप सिंगल्स देते नहीं हो, डायरेक्ट हिट लगती है आपकी, तो कहीं ना कहीं वो थोड़ा सा कंफ्यूज होते हैं बैटर्स की, सिंगल ले या फिर ना ले, सिंगल चुराया जाए या फिर ना। That's a beautiful placement. That's you want to see more. Deal with singles and doubles. No need to take that risk. Forget about the power play. 5 gone, it's 17 for 4, IIT Roorkee. That's a great captaincy, I believe. They are going for the wickets and they should go. Dinkar. Dinkar is coming in again. Naman has balled 3 overs, 8 runs considered, a wicket on his name. He has given the start and then Dinkar is carrying the momentum. Dinkar is taking the wickets, the more wickets. These two bowlers, they have built a strong partnership here in the bowling, not giving that singles doubles easily, forcing the batters to go for the big shots. Well left. And he's not going to take that risk. Even there is a last over of power play. I think they are not going to get that risk now. And that is the plan. That is the perfect plan, I believe. Because you can get that singles and doubles easily after the end of the power play. Good drive that was, but the fielder should be there at the covers. So only a single, but that's something you want to see if you are supporting IIT Roorkee, because that's a classical drive. He played with the conviction, the confidence we can see, and a good body position also. When he was playing that drive, he came in a good position to drive. So you should have that conviction when you are playing that shots, drives, and lofted shots especially. Otherwise, don't go for it. Oh, just over the fielder. Got tips of his fingers, but unable to stop that, unable to catch. That would have been the different scenario. That would have been the 5th wicket. He jumps that to the right moment, but couldn't stick. The ball couldn't stick to in his hands. That's why Rahul is surviving at the moment. Otherwise, that would have been the 5th wicket, definitely. Coming forward, that is going to be the wide. No need to take that risk. You have got a boundary. You are just got a boundary on the previous ball, so be careful. And Dinkar, he's going to enjoy if the batter is going to take that risk because he would be happy to see that boundaries, but he's going to go for that fuller length. He's going to go for that wicket. Couldn't find a connection, but it's enough. It's enough to get a boundary. Couldn't came from the mid of the bat, but runs are coming. That is the main thing. He's taking that risk and got some results. Rahul is just trying to counter attack. Last two balls, last ball in fact, remaining in this over. 26 for 4 we have got. That is going to be the last ball of the power play. Up in the air, that's straight up in the air. And that's what I was talking about. Sometimes that is going to be the medicine for the bowlers because they would see that they would be happy to see that the batters are hitting, the batters are going for the big shots. No need of that shot. They've got two boundaries already. Just went for the big shot again, and Dinkar Siag has got the fourth wicket on his name. Masterclass that we have witnessed today from Dinkar Siag. That is the fifth wicket IIT Roorkee have lost. 26 for 5 after 6 will be the score. Dinkar Siag is the showstopper of today's game. An absolute cinema we have seen, and all thanks to this man. His show was going on, and everybody enjoyed that. The way he's falling to the right areas again and again and getting the wickets, just like his daily routine is to take that wickets. It's not that easy to come in and disturb the line, disturb the batters. The whole team is collapsed. 26 for 5, and they're going to introduce the spinners now. That is the best time to introduce the spinners. So more over is coming for IIT Roorkee. We have seen that the help is definitely there for the spinners, and the spinners that are getting that extra turn. So it's going to be tough for the batters to come in and settle down there. They'll have to try to not to lose the wicket. That is the primary focus. Sparsh Agarwal. So it's not going to be easy for the batters to pick any bowler because they're losing the wickets. It's half of the team is back to pavilion. So what is going to be the plan? It's going to be interesting to see. Oh, gone! That's the very first wicket of the spinner. पैरों की मोमेंट हुई नहीं, बहुत दूर से खेला उस शॉट को और ये छठी विकेट गिरी है. कमाल की गेंदबाजी, शिकंजा पूरी तरह से खसा है. वो प्लान के साथ उतरे थे मैदान में IIT दिल्ली और चाहते हैं कि इस मुकाबले में जीत हासिल की जाए. कमाल की गेंदबाजी, जो भी आ रहा है बॉलर वो प्लान के साथ उतर रहा है कि वो विकेट लेनी है. और अभी तक कमाल की गेंदबाजी, स्पर्श की ये पहली ओवर थी, दूसरी बॉल पे ही वो सफलता. ये देखिए पैरों की कुछ मोमेंट हुई नहीं, उस वजह से काफी दूर से खेल बैठे, वो डिस्टेंस मिला नहीं। एक सॉफ्ट डिसमिसल। 26 for 6 is the score now. Something needs to be done here. Otherwise, IIT Delhi, they will try to get more wickets as early as they can. And it's going to be tough for the batters, the new batters especially, they're coming in. It's not that easy to face the balls against the spinners. Something needs to be done. What a good shot that was. From where it comes, it was short pitch length and he's able to get that boundary. It was very much required. That's going to really release a good amount of pressure from the batter, Ayush Kumar, who just came in. He saw that opportunity and converted that into a boundary. And the same kind of a ball, but that was quicker one. So he played that grounded shot. Hasn't got that time to settle in for the big shot. 7 gone, it's 31 for 6. New bowler Talin is coming in. Again, that spinner. We have seen that coordination. We have seen that partnership that has been built up in the previous game when IIT Delhi was bowling. And the spinners, they have done a great job. Each and every spinner got that important wickets. They are able to get that low scoring match because of that. Classical turn, which again going out, a dream delivery for any spinner. And have a look at that length. It's very full. It's 3 to 5 meters in between. The good thing is I have noticed all the bowlers are going for the wickets and they're okay to get that boundaries. They're okay if the batters are able to get that boundaries, but they will try to get that fuller length. And don't want to give that time for the batters to settle down for the big shot. Again, beautiful lane that was. And line is also, it's great to see that they're hitting that outside the off stump areas, and especially the spinners, they're trying to get that off stump line and they're turning the ball from that angle. Oh, So expecting that wide, but it's inside the line, I believe. Couldn't get that. That 180 degrees turn that we always want to see as a bowler. We always love to see that. Unplayable deliveries, showing that respect. Changed his mind at the last moment. He saw that the ball is turning beautifully, so he lifted that ball at the last moment. That was a maiden over that comes to an end. It's 8 gone, 31 for 6 IIT Roorkee. ऋषि तोजा नए गेंदबाज, उन्होंने भी काफी अच्छा प्रभावित किया था पिछले गेम में। लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर, इस बार थोड़ी सी दिशाहीन गेंद, लेकिन उनको भी टर्न मिलता है। विकेट टेकिंग गेंदबाज है, पोटेंशियल देखा था। टर्न देखिए, ये देख के बहुत खुश हो रहेंगे स्पिनर्स। इस बार पढ़ के सीधी रही, वो आर्म बॉल का इस्तेमाल किया था। तो ये आपके पास अगर वेरिएशन होगा, वो रिलीज पॉइंट की सारी बात होती है, रिस्क मोमेंट, उसके ऊपर थोड़ा सा ध्यान देना पड़ेगा बल्लेबाजों को पिक करने के लिए कि क्या वो आर्म बॉल है या फिर वो टर्न है। नहीं तो फिर वो काफी मुश्किल हो जाएगा समझ पाना। इस बार टर्न मिला, टर्न किया था। लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर हमेशा प्रभावित करते हैं राइट हैंडेड बैटर के खिलाफ। इस बार फिर से उठा के मारने की कोशिश, थोड़ा सा हवा में जरूर थी लेकिन गैप में बच गए। सिंगल मिल पाएगी, वो स्ट्राइक रोटेशन करना पड़ेगा अब। उतना आसान काम है नहीं, क्योंकि जिस तरह से वो विकेट्स गए थे, 33 पे 6 स्कोर है, और जिस तरह से वो टर्न भी मिल रहा है, तो वो कंफ्यूज हो रहे बैटर्स उस वजह से कि एक शॉर्ट टर्न मिल रहा है, कभी कभार बॉल पड़ के स्ट्रेट रह रही है। अच्छा वेरिएशन कर रहे हैं कहीं ना कहीं आरुषित ओझा। इस बार वो बहुत बढ़िया से कनेक्ट किया था, पिक किया था, काफी जल्दी पिक किया था, लेकिन एक ही मिल पाएगा। तेज रफ्तार के साथ बॉल चली जा रही थी, लेकिन अच्छा रोका बाउंड्री लाइन के ऊपर फील्डर ने। स्पोर्ट्समैनशिप, ये भी एक पार्ट है क्रिकेट के गेम का, किसी भी स्पोर्ट्स का। इट्स अ जेंटलमैन्स गेम, दे ऑलवेज से, एंड दे सेड इट राइट। फ्लाइट दी इस बार सीधा खेला है, फील्डर मौजूद था लेकिन थोड़ा सा दूर। Slips it, and it goes fine. Was a very fine shot. He saw where the fielders are, directed the ball into the gap. No fielder is right there, square leg and fine leg. So he chose that area to direct the ball. Beautiful shot. He's carrying that hope. He's burning the flame of hope there. Ayush Kumar has got that 2 boundaries now on his name, and he will try to hit more. We will at least need a total of 100 from here on. And for that, Ayush need to hang in there, need to settle down, need to play that big innings. That comes with a conviction also. You see that A good direction that has been given to the ball. Wasn't that easy? If things would have been different if he's not able to play that, not able to get that connection. 9 gone. It's 39 for 6. We have Talin is coming in one more time. He just got a maiden over the first over. Too much flight. Edged, and the ball is racing towards the boundary. And he's going to get that. No fielder is around. Back to back boundaries. That's a breather. That's a breather for IIT Roorkee. He intentionally plays that area. That's smart batting. That's sensible batting, I believe. It's a good way to score that runs. They are predicting the fielders. They are just playing that shots into the gap intentionally. They knew that the fielders aren't there. Oh, was too close from the fielder. They knew that the fielders aren't there at the back. So that two shots, that sweep on the last over, the last ball, and then this time guides the ball, open the face of the bat at the last moment to get that very late. This time left it. So showing the respect at the balls, that the good balls, and trying to capture the boundaries by having that smartness. That two shots were risk free, grounded and in the gap also. So that's how you wanna go. You will have to go from here on. Too much flight again into the block hole. Couldn't capture a single there. One good partnership can change the rhythm of the game. The plan is simple to build a partnership there by scoring the boundaries whenever possible, or else rotate the strike. Karan Sharma, he's going to keep the strike with him in the next over. 10 gone, it's 46 for 6. Placement again only get a single on that occasion. Rishi Doja. These two batters trying to play the sensible game of cricket, placing the ball into the gaps, getting that runs on the board, and that's the perfect plan they're applying here. It's okay to play that dots, but it's really important to stay there because you are building a good partnership here, and that is the necessity of the game. Only gonna get a single because the fielder will be there at the long on. That is again a risk-free shot because he knew that nobody's there at the mid on, so he went for the lofted shots. If they're able to get that singles and doubles, so it's possible that they are gonna reach towards 100 and 110. These two batters will try to take that responsibility on their shoulders now because they are settled down there. They will try to play that sensible game here. Will stick it to ones and twos. That is brilliant batting. Each and every run counts from here on. They also know that. Cuts that. Finds a fielder. One good thing is again we are in the 11th over and the offside. The region is fully packed. Don't want to give that singles easily. 11 gone. It's 48 for 6 IIT ROORKEE. Turn. He played with a turn over the infield. Gonna get a single on that occasion. Turlin, he's fantastic out there. He's not able to get that wicket on his name, but he's supporting the others. He's building that pressure by restricting the runs. That is more important. That's how the partnership is built up between the bowlers. One is creating that pressure, not giving that runs, and that result you will see in the upcoming over. Went for the big shot, connected beautifully into the gap for four. Connection, pure connection with the bat. And he is very confident while playing that lofted shot. He wanted to play in that area and the ball went into that. Too much conviction. That's going to boost the confidence. Low field toss. That's the way you go. 50 comes up on the board for IIT Roorkee. Went for that again on the onside. Gonna get a boundary. Width on offer and he's accepted that gift. Laid that into the gap. That's the second boundary on this over. Taking a full charge now, Karan Sharma. Went for the drive again. Connected beautifully, but finds a fielder. 12 gone, 2 boundaries came. That's a game changing over. That's a mood turning over. It's 58 for 6 after 12. It's continuing from other end. Oh, that's a class ball. It didn't go turned out. Beautiful over that was in the previous over. If you talk about, he's got 2 boundaries on his name, and that too with full conviction. Ball exactly went where he wanted to play, and finds a sweet spot of the bat too in both the times. थोड़ी सी जगह बनाई थी जरूर इस बार आयुष कुमार ने, लेकिन लीडिंग एज लगा, बैट के बिल्कुल नीचे लगा, इस वजह से बड़ा शॉट आ नहीं पाया। थोड़ा सा पे जरूर था, लेकिन फील्डर के पास सीधा 1 रन चुरा लिया वहां पे। हाँ नहीं, चुरा लिया, हल्के हाथों से खेला, पुश किया और फिर वो सिंगल हासिल किया। इतना ही जरूरी है ये एस्पेक्ट भी, स्ट्राइक रोटेशन जितना बाउंड्रीज लगाना। फिर से हवा में खेला है यहाँ पे, बेहतरीन एफर्ट, लेकिन बॉल चली गई, उड़ गए थे हवा में, बिल्कुल जान छोड़ दी थी पूरी तरह से। हाथ में आया नहीं कैच, लेकिन फील्डिंग की वो एफर्ट की वो दाद देनी पड़ेगी। Cuts that hard again towards the fielder. 13 overs gone. It's 62 for 6. ऐसे 7 ओवर बचते तो कहीं ना कहीं दिमाग में रहेगा वो 100 के ऊपर का टोटल 120 तक जाना चाहेंगे। जिस तरह से वो बल्लेबाजी हो रही है यहाँ पे, सेट हो चुके हैं, अपने आप को समय दे चुके हैं, और समय बदलने में देर नहीं लगती है। पार्टनरशिप चाहिए थी, वो बिल्ड की है यहाँ पे अच्छे से। स्पर्श अग्रवाल फिर से उनको सौंपी है गेंदबाजी, उनके नाम एक विकेट, विकेट चाहिए यहाँ पे, विकेट की खोज है। तो इस पारी को जल्दी समाप्त करना है तो विकेट चाहिए, नहीं तो फिर वो सिंगल्स डबल्स आ जाएंगे, तो फिर आखिर तक डटे रहने की कोशिश करेंगे फिर ये 2 बल्लेबाज। पुल किया है, फील्डर है क्या, नहीं, कैप में 4 देखे जाएंगे। पहले ही 2 गेंदों में अपनी इंटेंशन साफ करते हुए, विड्थ मिला था, काफी ज्यादा विड्थ मिला था, खराब बॉल उसको सही परिणाम देते हुए 66 पे 6 अब स्कोर। और वही कीपर समझाते हुए कि थोड़ा सा आगे रखना पड़ेगा, बाउंड्रीज आएगी चलेगा, लेकिन वो आप रूम नहीं देना चाहेंगे। बैक ऑफ लाइन डिलीवरीज खासकर स्ट्रेट बैटर्स के खिलाफ वो काम करती नहीं है, उनको पता है कि एग्जैक्टली कहां भेजना है फिर उसको। फ्लाइट इस बार कोई खतरा नहीं, वो बाउंड्रीज आ रही है पिछले कुछ ओवर्स में, वो कहानी बदली है। रन्स आ रहे, बोर्ड पे लग रहे। तो श्रेय देना पड़ेगा बैटर्स को, इन दो बैटर्स को, आयुष और करण को। जिस तरह से गेंद को गैप में भेज रहे, सिंगल्स डबल्स के ऊपर भी उतना ही ध्यान है जितना बाउंड्रीज के ऊपर। खराब गेंद मिल रही है, जब कन्विक्शन है तो वहां पे बड़े शॉट के लिए जा रहे, बाउंड्री के लिए जा रहे। लेकिन उसके अलावा वो सिंगल्स डबल्स भी उतने ही मायने रखते हैं उनके लिए। ये दिख रहा है साफ साफ। उस वजह से कहीं ना कहीं वो पार्टनरशिप बनती है यहाँ पे। स्लाइस किया है काफी जोर से, और एक और नहीं मिलेगा। फील्डर मौजूद। ऐसा लगा था कि वो देके जाएंगे, फ्रेम में नहीं थे फील्डर, लेकिन पॉइंट पे वो फील्डर मौजूद है। बैकवर्ड पॉइंट पे तरफ वो गेंद गई थी। थोड़ा सा चेस जरूर करना पड़ा लेकिन पहुंच गए। लेकिन हर एक शॉट में वो अब कॉन्फिडेंस है। लाइट इस बार रिस्पेक्ट, सम्मान दिखाया अच्छे गेंद को। 14 के बाद 70 पे 6 IIT रूरकी। Akib Qureshi, new bowler, is coming in. He's bowling his first over, and that change is required. Since they've got a couple of wickets in the early stages, then these two batters trying to stick in, finding that good partnership, building that innings here one more time, once again. And it's really important for IIT Delhi to get that wicket. Again, that short pitch, but we tried to be quick. That's a quicker one. That's why there was a width on offer, but it wasn't that easy to play that for the big shot. But he hasn't got that time. His time, very thin in the pace, drives that off to get a single. Sensible batting again. Much appreciated that batting from these two. Remember, they were 20, 22 for 6, and from that, these two batters carrying the weight totally. Giving that hope for the team, that flame of hope they are burning at the moment, as they're able to get that runs on the board. 72 is there on the board. Still 5 overs left after this, so they can bring that decent total. There is always a chance in the game of cricket, and they've proved that. It doesn't matter what has happened in the past. Oh, some mix-up. If that throw is in a better place, then things would be different, would have been different. If that couldn't happen, and that's why he's able to come back in the crease. Game of cricket, it always rewards you if you show that patience in the initial overs. and they were very patient. If you see that scenario, when they came in, they were just trying to find that sweet spot of the bat. They were trying to defend, finding that middle part of the bat. And then once they were having that confidence, they have gathered that confidence. They are now going for the big shots, and that too risk free. They are placing the ball in the gap. We have seen that couple of lofted shots, but it's away from the fielders always. So that's something you want to learn from these two batters. 15 gone, it's 74 for 6 at ROORKEE. Aman, again, a new bowler is coming in. He's gonna ball his first over. And something needs to be done. That's they always wanted to take that wickets. They wanted to finish it early, but a lot of credit has to be go to these batters, these two batters. They have shown that it's not over if you are able to stick in there till the last moment. Oh, completely missed that. Ball pitched in and straight away changed that angle. That off-cutter delivery is always creates trouble. Was expecting a bounce as well. Wasn't expecting that ball changing the direction. At one point of time, that 100 total was beyond imagination, but just have a look at that. One good partnership can bring plenty of things on the table. They're already able to get that 75 on the board, 25 runs short from 100. And if these two batters stick into the last moment, that 110 and 120 will be possible. And that is going to be the decent total. The confidence will get increased if they're able to get that 120, 120. They're able to get that momentum back. And if they're able to get that a decent total on the board, a new hope will be there. In the bowlers of IIT Roorkee, the ball went straight up in the air. That's a good bouncer, but he's going to get a boundary. No fielder is there at the fine leg. That's why he placed the ball. He lost the concentration, lost the focus for a while, but with connection with the bat, it's enough to clear the boundary. After bowling that bounces, then the fielder should be there at the square leg and the fine leg, and the third man too. If not, then this result will be there again and again, because these two batters are set. And if you are bowling that bouncers against the pacers, against the set batters, then you have to have that fielder at the boundary line at the back. Otherwise, they will be able to time the ball and you will be punished. Not late to react there. Not able to clear that distance. Finds a fielder straight away. Got an edge of the bat. In fact, and on the handle, ball hits. It It's in the gap again. The ball is racing towards the boundary, but the fielder comes at the right moment and stop the boundary. But he's going to capture that double on the board. Nice placement again. Focusing more on the placing the gap, placing the ball into the gap, and getting reward for that. Having that extra runs on the board. 82 is already there on the board now. Got width. Finds a fielder. Gonna get a single. Runs are coming. That's something you want to see. 8 runs came from that last over of Oman. 16 gone. It's 83 for 6. Well, there was an option to bring back the spinners that have got the wickets. Also, one more is left, I think, for Dinkar. So you should have gone for that bowlers. One more over, you could have bowled because they were getting that results, and you saw that the partnership is building. So that was a good option, I believe. That would have been a great option to bring back the bowlers that have got that wicket. Naman has also got one over on his name, and also Dinkar. So these are the two pacers that have created that opportunities. They have created that chances. Dinkar was fantastic. He has got 4 wickets on his name, and I think he's having that one over left in his spell. So you can always bring back that bowlers who have got that result for you, especially when the partnership is building up. You don't want to go till the last moment. So it's always better option to bring back the wicket-taking bowlers. That's a good ball. Talin is bowling his last over. He's in the search of the wicket, want to fill his column of the wickets. But it's not going to be easy for any bowler because it's all about the time you spend on the pitch, and these two batters have spent enough time on the pitch that it went straight up in the air. It's away from the fielder again. He's going to get a single. That always comes a question in my mind that why not to go with that wicket-taking bowlers? I think that one over they are having in the spell left. So it's always a good option to bring back those. Couldn't find an edge, passed very closely from the bat. Too much flight, and what a shot that is. Sweeps that, and sweeps that fine. That was a gift because it's going down the leg, and it's gonna be easy placement for the set batters there, especially. He's getting that runs on the board. He's into the 30s now. 34 for ball, 33. Playing that important knock for the team. On the other side, Karan is supporting well. Building a beautiful partnership here. That's a good plan. He's got a boundary, has taken that risk in the previous ball, and now he played with the soft hands for a single, but single couldn't happen. Couldn't get that. Now they're gonna get it. On the last ball, he's able to take that single, and he's gonna keep that strike with him on the next over. Last 3 overs are there. It's 18 balls are still there, and they are having that 89, a decent total on the board. Would be happy to see that. And now they will be easily planning for 110 and 120 because that's 20, 30 runs can give them that hope that they can be able to defend that total. Any total is good from here on because that opening batters they struggled. They have lost a couple of wickets, and from that they have come up a long way. Rohit, the new bowler coming in. Talin completed his spell. Haven't got that wickets. That's a good ball again. It's Rishit, not Rohit. Rishit Oja. His ball is economical bowling so far from Rishit Oja. His bowling is fourth over, the last over of his spell. Play and miss both the times, but incredible effort by these two batters. We need to appreciate that. We always talk about the partnership, and they've proved why it is important to build a partnership here in the middle. Wanted to grab a single, and they're able to get that. It was a tricky scenario when these two batters came in the pitch. Spent that time important. We always love to see that batters are spending the time. And look at the results they have got. They have come up a long way. They 90 for 6 was a close call this time though, but it's away from the stumps. Missed that stumps. Downward straight up in the air. Open the face of the bat. Oh, that would have been the catch of the tournament. Went for the catch. Went forward. Dives it in. Couldn't get it. Beautiful effort. He was fully committed for the catch, but couldn't get that in the end. It's going to be a great game for sure because the confidence is going to be high for IIT Roorkee. The way they backed it, the way they come back in the game. So it's going to be a great battle. That there is no doubt in that. The batters have done a great job here, and still they are on. They are looking to score more runs. So 110, 120 is able, they are able to get. Then it's going to be a great total for them because IIT Roorkee they have got that winning momentum. They have got that good options in the ball as well. So we have seen that talent in the bowling. Just need to surpass that 100, 105. That is going to be enough. But a lot is dependent on that. How the batters of IIT Delhi play in that crucial overs, that first overs. 18 gone. Last ball is still there, I think, in which is over. Went for the big shot. And that's a good stop at the boundary line. Surely gonna get that double, but save that couple of runs for the team. 18 gone, it's 94 for 6. Is able to get into the 30s now. Karan is at 30 from 31 on the other side. He's playing at 35, 39 deliveries he has faced. Still 12 balls are there, so they will be definitely planning that 110, 120. And they've got a license now to go for the big shots. They've done a great job carrying that burden, getting that runs on the board. Wasn't an easy task. It was a tough task actually. The way they came in, spent that time, shown that respect to the good balls, and then hitting that bad balls. And when they're hitting that lofted shots, they were making sure that it's in the gap. So risk-free shots, and they're getting that reward. 95, 95 for 6 now. A single on the first ball. Now Karan is back on strike. Oh, good ball. That was a good ball. That's what I was talking about. Naman has got plenty of wickets for the team. They should have gone for that option early. If they would have gone for that, things would have been different at the moment. Naman was there. Then we have Dinkar. That's got 4 wickets on his name. Should have bought them early. But that fine sliced for a boundary. Has got that room to settle down there. Shuffles in, went towards the line of the ball, and getting a boundary. It's 99 now on the board. Drives that off, finds a fielder, a bit of misfield, and the single has been completed easily. And they have followed this pattern. They're hitting the boundary on the very next ball. They will be making sure that we will be able to cross that line. So strike rotation and the big shot. So combination of both they are following on since they have started this innings. That is the main reason they are able to come so far. 100 is there on the board now for IIT Roorkee. Place the ball in the gap again. The single is for sure. Coming back for the second. Flat throw. But he's making his line inside the crease. Track the bat. ended up in the crease. Would be happy to see that total. Would be extremely happy to see that total. 102 for 6. And if you compare that scenario to the previous, then the confidence is going to be high for IIT Roorkee. The way they batted, and it's going to boost the confidence in the bowlers as well, because they were in the need of that decent total, and nobody was expecting that total at one point of time. But these two batters gave that new hope for IIT Roorkee, ray of hope for the batters and the team. Naman completed his spell, 1 wicket on his name, 16 runs conceded. Now coming the last over of the first innings. And I think 110, 120 they will be still aiming at, because two set batters are there in the crease. So it's quite possible to bring that 110, 115 on the board. Let's see which total they will be able to bring on in the first innings. Well, now they are going to go for the big shots. Last 6 balls, and they've done their job. Now they've got a license to go for the big shots. Absolutely, they can go for the big shots. At one point of time, they will be thinking of how to get over 70, 80. But the way they batted, they've gathered the confidence, they've spent the time on the pitch. They've shown a good example how partnership can change the things. One good partnership and the game is on. You can come back in the game by having a good partnership at any point of time. Akib Qureshi was a good ball there. Karan Sharma wanted to play it straight in the V shape, but got late to react. Got to start this over. Went for the big shot again. The ball is racing towards the boundary, but the fielder is right there. Only a single. 2 balls were absolutely on the money. Not giving that space to the batters to settle. Not giving that space to the batters. Time to the batters to shuffle in. 103 for 6. Last 4 balls of the innings. It's that hard. Oh, misfield and gonna get a boundary. The fielder was right there, but unable to stop that, and that's gonna give that 4 more runs. That's the gift that has been offered by the fielder. And they will be enjoying this because they are in the need of runs. But you are not able to stop that ball. Then cherry on top for the batters. Ayush Kumar, he's on 42. Will he able to make his 50? 3 balls more left in this first innings. Should be able to complete that. 107 they have got already. Went for the big again. The fielder will be there at long off. The single has been taken quickly. Coming for the second. Not able to hit the stumps, I think. Gonna complete that 2-2. Now he's on 44. A single shot away to complete his half century. Will he able to do that? Went for the big again. Long off fielder coming under it. It's into the no man's land. Again gonna get that double. Now he's on 46. Fortune supports the brave. The way he batted, the way he supported the team, the way he is able to contribute for the team. Now Fortune is supporting him. Both the balls entered into the no man's land. Now couldn't time the ball well. Missed that well-deserving half century there. Coming back for the second, and I think he's out, but it doesn't matter. A lot of credit has to be given to these two batters. Ayush is not able to complete that 150, but it's the way he batted. It's already a good innings. It doesn't matter he's able to complete that 50 or not, and he's out. Wanted to get that single, and he has to because that was the last ball. But classical display of the batting. Ayush Kumar, well supported by his teammate. These two batters carried that burden till the last moment, and 112 we have got in the first innings. IIT Roorkee would be more than happy to see that total, because at one point of time they were struggling. The team was collapsing, and these two batters came and said, the hope is not over yet. It's not over yet. And Karan Sharma is playing at 36. And on the other side, Ayush Kumar, 47. They kept that battle on till the last moment. Dinkar Siak was the pick of the bowler. He has got 4 wickets. And he still has got that one more over left in that. So they would be thinking that whether that was a smart decision or not. And Naman and Spurs, they have got 2 wickets. So 7 wickets they have lost in total. And 113 IIT Delhi need now. What is going to happen in the second innings, we will love to see. A short break is there, and then second innings will start. So don't go anywhere, as that is going to be the interesting battle in the second innings.
सबके जुबां पे बस एक ही नाम हो तो हो बस हमारा हमारा आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे पे बस एक ही नाम हो तो हो बस हमारा हमारा आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग आए हैं तो जीतेंगे हम ना हो किस्मत का करम हर एक लम्हे में दम कर दे हर किसी को दंग
कमबैक हुआ, बेहतरीन कमबैक हुआ आईआईटी रुड़की का। कमाल की बल्लेबाजी हुई आखिरी समय में, उस वजह से वो एक डिसेंट सा टोटल बोर्ड पे दिख रहा है। आईआईटी दिल्ली को अगर ये मुकाबला जीतना है तो 113 रन चाहिए यहाँ से 120 गेंदों में। वो बिल्कुल एक सवाल सवाल चुभेगा, जिस तरह से वो दिनकर गेंदबाजी कर रहे थे, तो क्या उनके तरफ जाना चाहिए था क्या? अभी तीन ही ओवर डाली थी उन्होंने, उसके बाद में दिखे नहीं। उस वजह से कहीं ना कहीं बैटर्स के पास वो टाइम मिला। अगर वो एक आध ओवर और कर जाते, वो स्पेल की आखिरी ओवर बची थी उनकी, वो कर जाते तो कहीं ना कहीं वो टोटल थोड़ी सी कम देखने के लिए मिलती। लेकिन जिस तरह से यहाँ पे बैटर्स ने खेला, आखिरी समय तक डटे रहे और रन जोड़े, अच्छे खासे रन जोड़े। अब यहाँ से इंटरेस्टिंग बैटल, कौन जीतेगा ये मुकाबला? अरुण 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 कार्तिकेय लेफ्ट आर्म स्पिनर से शुरुआत की है। उनको भी पता है कि वहां पे स्पिनर्स के लिए मदद है, वो टर्न मिल रहा है पिच से, तो शुरुआती ओवर्स से वो दबाव डालने की कोशिश। उस वजह से अरुण कार्तिकेय अटैक में शुरुआती ओवर्स काफी ज्यादा क्रूशियल होते हैं। यहाँ पे विकेट जाएंगे तो फिर वो दबाव बढ़ेगा, और यही प्रयास रहेगा अब आईआईटी रुड़की का। और दूसरे छोर से आईआईटी दिल्ली संभाल के खेलने की कोशिश रहेगी उनकी। लेकिन दाद देनी पड़ेगी दो बैटर्स को। आईआईटी रुड़की के अंतिम समय तक डटे रहे। एक समय पे बिखर गई थी पूरी पारी, पूरी बैटिंग लाइनअप। उसको संवारा, एक नई आशा दिखाई और उस होप को आखिर तक कैरी किया। उस वजह से 100 के ऊपर का ये आंकड़ा दिख रहा है बोर्ड पे, नहीं तो काफी अलग देखने के लिए मिलती कहानी। फ्लिप किया है, लेकिन सीधा फील्डर के पास सिंगल आसानी से वो प्राप्त करेंगे। अच्छी रनिंग बिटवीन द विकेट्स। उसी सिंगल के साथ ओवर की भी समाप्ति। 4 रन आए पहले ओवर में, 4 बिना किसी नुकसान पे आईआईटी दिल्ली। Karan Sharma batted really well. Now it's time to showcase his potential in the bowling. Was the man staying strong till the last moment. Ayush and him both carried that burden till the last moment and have that decent total because of the contribution of these two batters. Oh, extra bounce. That is going to surprise the batters. I was watching the ball closely. Mir Hanan. Good ball. That was again beaten on that. If Karan is able to get that wicket in the early stages of the game, then things can turn around. She wanted to go for the sweep. Was appealing for that, and I think they have got it. It's given. It's given. A flight has been given to the ball, and that hits the pads. Umpire raises his finger, and that was the first breakthrough. Karan Sharma, आप छा रहे हो। पहले बल्लेबाजी के साथ, अब गेंदबाजी के साथ वो सफलता चाहिए थी और करण ने दिलाई है वो पहले ही ओवर में अपने। 4 पे 1 स्कोर अब। We were talking about the breakthrough and was listening to us, I guess. On the very next ball, he's able to get that wicket. He wanted to sweep that. Mir Hanan, he departs very early in the game. They have got that breakthrough. Need that wickets. They also know that if they want to win this game, they need that couple of wickets. The way IIT Delhi, they've got them out in the early stages. Need that wickets. A single has been taken on the very first ball. He's able to get off the mark. Karan Sharma, he's been brilliant with the bat and the ball too. For balls, a single has been taken and then a wicket on his name too. Healthy start for him in the bowling as well. पर यहाँ से चाहेंगे दो बल्लेबाज की विकेट्स निकाले और विकेट्स निकाले, गुच्छे में विकेट्स। कॉन्फिडेंस काफी बढ़ गया होगा बॉलर्स का। वो एक डिफेंस का टोटल चाहिए था बोर्ड पे, वो डिफेंडिंग टोटल जरूर मौजूद है बोर्ड पे, और सहारता करनी पड़ेगी। जितनी तारीफ की जाए उतनी कम बैटर्स की। एक समय पे वो 70 से भी मुश्किल लग रहा था, लेकिन वो उसके बाद में करण और आयुष वो छोर संभाल के रखा, वो डटे रहे मैदान पे। और यही होता है आप जब टाइम स्पेंड करते हो, विकेट नहीं देते हो बॉलर्स को, रन्स एक समय के बाद आएंगे, लेकिन वो डटे रहने की जरूरत हमेशा। 2 ओवर की समाप्ति, 106 चाहिए 108 गेंदों में। रन बॉल सिनेरियो जरूर है, लेकिन विकेट्स अगर चटका पाए और आईआईटी रूरकी की, तो फिर बैटल देखने लायक होगा। 2 के बाद 7 पे 1 आईआईटी दिल्ली। एक बार फिर से वो डालनी पड़ेगी गेंद, शायद नहीं। ओवर की समाप्ति अब हो चुकी है। करण शर्मा कमाल के ओवर डालते हुए अपनी टीम के लिए 3 रन केवल खर्च किए, और एक इंपॉर्टेंट विकेट जो फर्स्ट ब्रेक थ्रू था वो दिला दिया। 7 पे 1 2 के बाद। Arun, he's going to continue from other end. In the previous over, Karan Sharma has got a wicket on his name, so Arun will try to get that same. He's very effective with the ball. We have seen his bowling in the previous matches as well. He was always in search of the wicket. That came from the bat, I believe. So Arun is not interested. Yes, that came from the bat. Was fuller length. Identify that, but got late to react. This time again, beaten. Was a class delivery from Arun. Just have a look at that. Wonderfully done. There was a chance of a stumping as well, but the ball couldn't be there in the hands of the keeper. Lost the ball as two. This is better. Have to play in that V shape, play with a straight bat. Let the ball come towards you. And you can open the face of the bat at the last moment. That is also one of the options. But be careful when you are trying to cut the ball, when you are trying to drive the ball. That's when the opportunity builds up for the bowler as well. Because if you miss the ball, there is always comes a chance of a stumping. And left arm spinners especially, be careful against that. It's always a great scenario to watch left-handed spinners bowling right-handed batters. The way they create that angle, the ball pitch in, goes out just like that, and it's very very beautiful with his line and length. He's focusing more on hitting that area constantly outside the off stump. Only a run considered in this over. That's straight up in the air and stop dismissal. That's the second wicket. That's the pressure you are going to build when you are hitting the ball again and again in that area. That's the pressure of dot balls. Soft dismissal. He would be disappointed to play that shot. 9 for 2 after 3. Roorkee started roaring here. We were talking about the start, an ideal start, and they have got it. They have got that initial wickets, 2 wickets on their name, 9 for 2. So the game is on. It's definitely on. 3 gone, it's 9 for 2. So these bowlers are creating wonders out there, getting that important wickets. Wickets win you matches. They always know that. And especially when the total is not big, you need to get that wickets. Karan Sharma has got a wicket on his name. On the other side, Arun also. Both these bowlers, that opening bowlers, have got that wickets. Both are left arm spinners. Went for the big and destroyed the stumps totally. Karan Sharma, you beauty. Just have a look at that. It was one of the greatest delivery. You miss, I hit, and gone. He is gone. That is the third wicket. The game is turning on here. Don't go anywhere. It's gonna be a great game. Karan Sharma is able to get that wicket on the very first ball of the next over. 104 required from 101 balls now. And that's again the disaster coming on the way of IIT Delhi. It's a bowler's day again. So far, it's a bowler's day. IIT Delhi, they've given a great start here. And just like that, IIT Roorkee, they're able to get that wickets. 3 wickets they have got in 3 overs. Nothing is better than this. Shaurya Raj, the new batter, comes in. And in the previous match, Shaurya and Sparsh, they were playing wonderful game of cricket. And the same innings is required in this game as well. Oh, lot of appeal, but I think couldn't connect the bat, couldn't find that part of the bat. Karan Sharma is very impressive with the ball again. Wicket and 2 dots. He's able to beat that new batter. That was Fuller. Played with the soft hands. Gonna get a single though. He's able to get that off the mark with that single. The score went into the double digits now finally. 10 for 3. Sparsh. We have seen his technique. He's very good with the technique. He always go for that timing. We'll search for the timing here. Bit of a pitch, but safe. Gonna get that couple of runs on the board. He's off the mark with that as well. It's gonna be a great battle. It doesn't get that enough runs on the board, but if you compare that scenario, the way they batted, it's an exceptional comeback. As the batters, Karan and Ayush, they were sticking in, getting that important runs for the team and carrying that momentum till the last moment. So they were sticking in, they were not out till last. And the momentum is definitely there with IIT Roorkee. And momentum, it's all about the momentum. If you are able to build that momentum in the first innings, then it's going to be easy for you to get that wickets. And if you are having that exceptional bowling, then it's cherry on top. 3 wickets they've got already. 4 overs gone. So the game is definitely on. Good front foot defense this time. Sure, Raj, he's having that capacity to stick in. On the other side, Spursh also, who believes in his technique. Oh, good ball. That was a very good ball. Yes, that ball stopped for a while, for a moment, and then turns out. So he was watching that area closely, Shaurya. What has just happened? He was still in shock. Wanted that single there. Unable to get it because the ball was straightly going towards the fielder at the point. Good over so far. Building that pressure on the boy batters, not giving that singles, three back-to-back doubts, and that's why Spurs went there. He said that you can push the ball towards that third man area, but it's not that easy because he's bowling that quicker ones. If he's able to miss that, then they can get that wicket. Amazing bowling. That's lovely start for IIT Roorkee. Back-to-back 5 dots. That's gonna put some pressure on the board. आखिरी गेंद इस ओवर की अब 5 रन दे चुके अरुण पहले ओवर में, दूसरे ओवर में इनफैक्ट, उसके बाद में तीसरी ओवर लेके आए 5 डॉट, और यहाँ पे रन चाहिए था तो सिंगल मिल जाएगा जरूर, लेकिन करीबी मामला। सिंगल के साथ स्ट्राइक रखेंगे शौर्य अपने पास अगले ओवर के लिए। केवल 1 रन आया उस ओवर में अरुण के। 5 के बाद 13 पे 3 IIT दिल्ली। ये अच्छा शॉट है, ये प्रेशर रिलीजिंग शॉट है। इसी के बारे में बात कर रहे हैं कि स्पर्स के पास वो टेक्निक है, वो टाइमिंग के ऊपर ज्यादा निर्भर रहते हैं। और दूर से खेला जरूर था, लेकिन टाइमिंग लाजवाब था, उस वजह से वो चौका हासिल किया। आसान शॉट था नहीं। बट वो शौर्य थे, शौर्य ने वो शौर्य दिखाया, बाउंड्री हासिल की। बढ़िया गेंद थी ये भी, ऑलमोस्ट बीट किया था। और वो जब एरिया आउटसाइड ऑफ स्टंप वाला एरिया, लेफ्ट हैंडेड स्पिनर आता है, तो अगर वहां पे हिट करने का क्षमता है आपके पास, अगर वहां पे आप अच्छे से गेंदबाजी कर सकते हो, तो फिर वहां पे विकेट्स का चांस हमेशा रहता है। इस बार कट किया है, लेकिन सीधा फील्डर के पास जाएगा, सिंगल मिल जाएगी अब स्पर्श पे, स्ट्राइक पे। स्पर्श को अब हल्का सा स्पर्श करना पड़ेगा, सिंगल्स के ऊपर ध्यान देना पड़ेगा, और वही करेंगे स्पर्श। हुनर रखते हैं बिल्कुल, टेक्निक इनकी काफी अच्छी है। कुछ अच्छे शॉट्स देखने के लिए मिले थे पिछले मैच में। ये देखिए, बिल्कुल अच्छा फ्रंट फुट डिफेंस, और हमेशा टाइमिंग करने के लिए देखते, रिस्क फ्री शॉट्स का उनका अच्छे से प्रयास होता है, ज्यादा रिस्क लेते हैं नहीं। लॉफ्टेड शॉट्स के लिए भी जाते हैं तो फिर वो टाइमिंग ज्यादा होता है। कमाल का ये ड्राइव, अच्छा रोक लिया है, उस वजह से वो फील्ड पैक है ऑफ साइड पे। उनको पता है कि उनका वो जोन अच्छा है, वो ड्राइव करते, कट करते हमेशा शुरुआती ओवर्स में। तो फिर रनों के ऊपर रोक लगाने की कोशिश है बिल्कुल यहाँ पे। आखिरी गेंद पावर प्ले की, हल्के हाथों से खेल के सिंगल निकालने में कामयाब होंगे क्या? 6 के बाद 19 पे 3, अच्छा पावर प्ले ये आईआईटी रुड़की के लिए। पूरी तरह से दो दबाव बना के रखा हुआ है। यहाँ से अब देखना पड़ेगा कि कैसे खेलते ये दो बैटर्स। काफी ज्यादा दारोमदार है इन दो बैटर्स के ऊपर, शौर्य और स्पर्श। कर्ण के नाम वो दो सफलता, 3 ओवर डाल चुके, 13 रन दे चुके अब तक। और अरुण ने भी अच्छा साथ निभाया है, उनके नाम भी 1 विकेट। तो कहीं ना कहीं वो बर्डन होगा। यहाँ से गेम को आखिर तक ले जाने के बारे में सोचना पड़ेगा। New bowler Shreyanshu Singh is coming into the attack. Again, one more left arm spinner. So that's the advantage for IIT Roorkee. They have plenty of left arm spinners. So it's always an advantage to have that left arm spinners in your team, especially against the right-handed batters. It's gonna weapon for you. You can use that against right-handed batters. And also, this pitch is having that some help for the spinners. They're getting that turn. We have seen that turns in the first innings. We have seen that turns in the previous matches as well. And they've got an ideal start in the second innings as well. Went for that drive again. Shifted his weight to the back and swings the bat to get a single. Spurs is on strike. Wanted to grab that single, and they're gonna take it. Gonna take it, I think. That is the specialty of these two batters. If they are able to stick in, they can always try to get that singles and doubles. They will try to always get the scoreboard going. Again, a single. That's what I was talking about. You have seen the legends of the game does that plenty of times. If the runs are not coming, they always focus on strike rotation. You have seen the legend of the game, Virat Kohli. Perfect example of that. This time got width. Straight away finds a fielder. Only a single, but 5 singles have been taken so far in this over. Last ball coming up. Played with the soft hands. Dot 2 ended over. 7 gone. It's 24 for 3. IIT Delhi. नए गेंदबाज सजल सिंह, उनकी विकेट जल्दी गिरी थी तो कहीं ना कहीं चाहेंगे अब यहां से वो बॉलिंग के ऊपर ध्यान दिया जाए, वो विकेट चटकाई जाए, वो कंट्रीब्यूशन ना किया जाए अपने टीम के लिए, उसीलिए उनको बुलाया है। ये देखिए बहुत पास से चली गई थी ये गेंद, एकदम 1 इंच, 1 इंच बस दूर रह गए और पड़ के काफी तेज निकल गई, उस वजह से बीट हो गए बल्लेबाज। ये ठीक है, बिल्कुल आगे की ओर खेलने की कोशिश, फ्रंट फुट पे आके वो सिंगल निकाला। वो पिछला गेंद अब फ्रंट फुट वाला था, वो बैक फुट पे खेल गए, उस वजह से कहीं ना कहीं बीट हो गए। यहां से एक और विकेट आ जाएगी तो फिर कहानी में आएगा बदलाव, कहानी में आएगा ट्विस्ट, उसी की कोशिश की जा रही है। स्कूप करने का प्रयास, लेकिन वो इम्पैक्ट था, वो आउटसाइड ऑफ था, उस वजह से कोई खतरा है नहीं। और अगर इम्पैक्ट भी ठीक हो तो फिर वो ऑफ स्टंप को डेफिनेटली मिस कर जाती। इम्पैक्ट, इम्पैक्ट का पूरी तरह से कोई खतरा नहीं। वो अगेंस्ट स्पिन खेलना चाहते थे उस शॉट को। इस बार अच्छा शॉट, ये गैप में सिंगल तो कम से कम मिल जाएगा। स्ट्राइक रोटेशन के ऊपर ध्यान है इन दो बल्लेबाजों का। 3 डॉट्स खेले लेकिन उसके बाद में 2 सिंगल्स भी आए, वो अच्छी बात। आखिरी गेंद इस ओवर की, वो पार्टनरशिप के बारे में सोचेंगे। ये पिछले मैच में भी वो पार्टनरशिप हुई थी, इस मैच में भी उसी की जरूरत है। 87 चाहिए 73 गेंदों में। एक और सिंगल स्ट्राइक रखेंगे अपने पास स्पर्श अगले ओवर के लिए। 8 ओवर की समाप्ति, 27 पे 3 है IIT दिल्ली। Eighty-six required from 72 balls. It's still possible. Need a good partnership here. And if IIT Roorkee they're able to get that one more wicket, then that's a good thing for them. That's going to build a tremendous amount of pressure on the batter. Tar Singh, right arm spinner, is coming for the first over. A single has been taken. Good strike rotation from the start of the game that we have seen. Shauryan Sparsh placing the ball into the gaps. They know that they can get that singles and doubles easily as the power play has been ended. So the fielders will be right there on the boundary line. That's a good placement from Shaurya. He was trying that from the last couple of overs, and finally there he's able to get that good connection with the bat. Scoops that off to get a boundary. No fielder is right there in the fine leg and the square leg. Using that to get a boundary. Placing the ball where the fielders aren't there. That is the best option to get a boundary. That is a risk-free shot. Sensible batting. He's got a boundary on the previous ball, and now he's trying to get that single, trying to rotate the strike. It's always troubles the bowlers because you are getting a boundary, then you are rotating the strike as well. So the changes needs to be done as the new batter is coming in. The good mindset they are playing with, wanted to go till the last moment. Drives but finds a fielder. एक आधा डॉट चल जाएगा बीच में, लेकिन जिस तरह से वो रन आ रहे, कहीं ना कहीं थोड़ा सा दबाव महसूस करेंगे बॉलर्स। विकेट चाहिए, ज्यादा रन है नहीं बोर्ड पे। 3 विकेट जरूर चटकाई थी, लेकिन उसके बाद में जैसे वो पावर प्ले खत्म हुआ है और ये दो बल्लेबाज जब से आए तो तब से वो स्ट्राइक रोटेशन हो रहा है। हर एक बॉल के वो चाहते हैं और आसानी से ले रहे, और जब भी वो मौका मिल रहा है, थोड़ी सी स्पेस मिल रहा है और वो कन्विक्शन है उनके पास, वो बाउंड्री आएगी, तो फिर वो टाइम भी कर रहे बॉल को। खासकर शौर्य, वो स्कूप खेलना चाहते थे पिछले 2 ओवर से, इस बार काफी बढ़िया कनेक्शन हुआ इस ओवर में। 7 रन आए इस ओवर में, 9 के बाद 34 पे 3 स्कोर IIT दिल्ली का। Shreya is going to continue. Shreyanshu, good placement again, and the fielder is right there for that shot. You know that the batters will try to go for the drive, will try to go for the cuts. That's why that offside, the fielder is right there at the boundary line, at the point. Went on the back foot, wanted to go for that single, and he's able to get that, but the ball couldn't go where he wanted to hit. He's a bit late to react. That's why the ball rolls over the grass, and the single has been stolen in that period. Good batting, smart batting that is from Spursh. He knew that strike rotation is very important here. It's important aspect of the game. It's underrated, but it's really important to rotate the strike. It's really important to get that singles and doubles on board. Again, that direction has been given to the ball. The ball is going fine, and it's going to get a boundary. One more time, I think. We need to check up on that. The fielder, he was absolutely no frame, dives that in, wanted to stop that boundary. We'll need to check up on that. With full marks to his effort. Yes, I think he has stopped that boundary. We have seen that efforts previously. And each and every run matters when you are having that total on the board. So each and every run, if you are able to stop that run also, it's much appreciated. Good drive that was. Only a single, but the way they are batting out, they're having that confidence in each and every shot. They're having that conviction and finding the sweet spot of the bat again and again. Last ball of this over. 7 runs, dot to end that over. 10 gone, it's 41 for 3. Sajal Singh. His ball is first over. Coming back for the second. Half of the innings is done. Smashed. And finds a fielder but drop. Puts that down. That could have been the big blow. That could have been the wicket of Spurs. Couldn't find that. That is definitely gonna prove costly. How costly? That the time will decide. That should have been taken. Already having that low total on the board, so you cannot miss that. The ball is coming so nicely, it doesn't have to move an inch as well. He was already in a good position, just need to keep that eyes open. Fumbles that and the ball landed on ground. And that is the result here. Spurs. He's opening the bat now, opening the face of the bat at the right moment. Got a boundary. Scoops that fine again. Goes very fine. One more boundary. One more boundary. 66 required from 57, so it's well within the range. Only wickets can save you in this game. And he has created a chance. Sajal, he has created that chance. Chance of a soft dismissal, but unfortunately, the fielder puts that down on the boundary line. Loud of appeal, but he's safe, I believe. It came from the bottom of the bat. Was appealing for that LBW, but it was from the bats itself. So we need to check upon that. I think that angle was the issue. That is the only issue. That could be only issue. Otherwise, rest of all was fine. It was fuller. It was quicker. A single has been taken. Yes, got that boundary. So each and every shot they will try to get a boundary, and then a strike rotation. The emphasis is given on that. So they are rotating the strike, getting the runs for the team, and waiting for the bad ball to come so that they can free their arms to get a boundary. Went for the big. Cleared the fence. What a massive that was. Massive maximum from Spurs. Clears that area and got that maximum. The first maximum, I believe, on this second innings. And just timing and the use of the bottom hand coming into the picture. "11 gone, it's 55 for 3 now, 58 required from 54. Well, that dropped catch is going to prove costly for them. Right after that drop catch, he's able to get a boundary and the maximum in the same over. Sajal Singh has completed 2 overs, 16 runs on his name. That was a massive over. That momentum has been totally shifted towards the batters, able to get that important runs while getting a boundaries and the maximum in the same over. These two batters are set out there now, and the same kind of partnership that we are able to see from IIT Roorkee. One good partnership can change the rhythm of the game. Again, we have got an example of that. The single has been taken quickly. And each and every shot, if you talk about its risk-free shots, these two batters are playing at. But at one point of time, in the previous over of Sajal, he has created that chance. Was inviting the batter to play that drive, and he was in trouble at point, but that catch was dropped. He puts that down. A bit of a disappointment on the face of the bowler and IIT Roorkee. Win for the week again. Proper shot, proper cricketing shot from Sparsh. Is technically sound, and we are getting a glimpse of that in this match also. Just have a look at that again. Smart batting. It's all about the placement and the timing. But another boundary. Runabout scenario from here on. IIT Delhi. They would be able to win this game if the partnership continues. 60 for 3 we have in the board, and it's 53 from 51 required. Grounded shot going in that way. It finds a fielder. We always talk about the sensible batting. And this is the sensible batting that we are witnessing here. Trying to scoop that off. Loved of a bill. Just wanted to stop that single, I believe, because he was too wide. Was away from the off stump, so that impact was a big issue there. The bowlers also know that. Just wanted to stop that single. And again, scoops that. A gentle push on the ball. And what a way to get a boundary. स्पर्श का ये बेहतरीन स्पर्श. हल्का सा स्पर्श और ये बाउंड्री. कमाल की बल्लेबाजी. टाइमिंग देखिए. ये टाइमिंग पे बिल्कुल बेहतरीन है. वो टेक्निक भी उनकी काफी बढ़िया. उस वजह से वो रिजल्ट आसानी से मिलते हैं उनको. 12 के बाद 66 पे 3. Start seeing now. He's coming back onto the attack. They are in the search of the wicket. But the way these two batters are batting, it's looking difficult to get the wicket. Game of cricket will always give the chances. The bowlers have done a great job. There was a chance to get Spurge wicket, but that couldn't happen as that catch was dropped at the point. If they would have taken that, then things would have been different completely. Went for the big again into the no man's land. Only a single on that occasion. Spurs is back on strike. 46 from 45, so it's well within the range now. You need that couple of wickets, that back-to-back wickets. Again, that's the same story. If you want to be back in the game, then take that wicket. Single has been taken again. And Spurs is waiting for the bad ball to come. And he's just giving that direction, having that classical inspired timing on the bat, getting that big shots from the sweet spot of the bat. Sweep. Wanted to sweep that off. Lot of appeal, but no worries. No worries at all for the batter there. That impact was again outside of. Tried to hammer that off, but only a single. And they would be okay to get that singles and doubles. No need of that big shots now. They were in the need of that at one point of time, and they're able to get that in the last 2 overs. So they can go for the singles and doubles and win the game. 13 gone, it's 69 for 3. Too much flight on offer, but he was trying to play that grounded. Will not try to take that risk. But sure, yeah. His natural style is to go for that big shots. He's calming himself down. Trying to scoop that again, but finds a bottom part of the bat. Only a single has been taken that. Good drive. Fielder will be there at the boundary line. The singles and doubles, they're okay with that, absolutely. If you talk about the situation, it's run a ball almost. Not enough gap is there in the bat, in the balls, and the runs required. Oh, missed that. Oh, dropped again, I think. It came from the part of the bat. We need to check up on that. A lot of fumbles, 3-4 times. The chances was there, but couldn't take it in his gloves in the end. Won't able to get that time to be in a good position. Both the times he's trying to hit the ball hard and beaten by the bowler. Loves to drive the ball there. Just wanted to grab a single, but need to check up on that whether they're able to get that single or not. 14 gone, it's 72 for 3. Singles and doubles, they're getting it easily. They are badly in the search of the wicket. IIT Roorkee. These two batters will try not to give that. Will try to take that game to the deep. Will try to hold on till the last moment. They must be wondering that what if they would have taken that chance? Chance has been created by the bowler. Couldn't get that support from the fielder at the point. And he was right there, waiting for the ball to come. He waited for the ball to come, concentrated, but in the end, puts that down. That is going to be a wide. He has to bowl one more time. That is a third over. IITH is bowling. Doesn't got a wicket on his name. No ball. That was a no ball. That's something the batters of IIT Delhi will enjoy. Free hit ball coming up. Couldn't take that full advantage. Only a single. I think he's coming for the second. And gone. Oh, oh dear. They were searching for the wickets and they have got it. No need to get that double. No need. Absolutely no need. They were batting at their level best. He wanted to go for the second and he lost the wicket. Beautiful bowling, that beautiful fielding that was there. The ball hits the stumps directly. No, that's a throw. That's a quick throw. And Shaurya has to go back. This is the fourth wicket they have lost. Can they come back in the game from here on? 34 required from 31. They've just got the wicket on the free hit ball. Was a no ball. Free hit has been given. Then was into the block hole, went for the second, and he lost the wicket. That was a good throw. Flat into the hands of the bowler. And then IITH just puts the ball onto the stumps to get a wicket. Was absolutely not in a frame. Wicket. It has come on the board. The partnership, they're able to get that break. That's a breather. It's definitely breather for IIT Roorkee. Good partnership that has been building up and then are able to stop that. Teamwork is always effective in any sports, in life also. Hitarth Singh, he hasn't got a wicket on his name, but his good contribution is always appreciable because in that, he collected that throw beautifully and then guides the ball towards the stumps to get a wicket. Dinkar Siak, he was fantastic with the ball. Now he's coming to the bat. Sparsh, he's not out at 37. 30 balls, 34 required. So last 5 overs, who is going to win this battle? It's in the gap. Surely get a single on that occasion. Just trying to guide the ball there. Good way to get a single. Dinkar Siak has got 4 wickets on his name when IIT Delhi was bowling. Went for the second. Again, the risk has been taken, but this time he's safe. He's able to track the ball bat inside the crease. Got a single. 30 from 27. It's well within the range. Only that 1 to 2 wickets, if they're able to get that in the upcoming overs, then things can turn around. They need that package of wickets for that, especially if they're able to get that wicket of Spurs here. Then there will be hope for IIT Roorkee to come back in the game. Otherwise, Spurs will try to make sure that he's going to end up this match. Into the gap. Fielder is right there at mid wicket, but just beautiful timing on the ball he's having. And the placement, just have a look at that placement. He hits the ball intentionally. He saw the gap. It's a good gap. It's there between the square leg and mid wicket. So he chose to go for that and got a boundary. It's a class play. We'll make sure that IIT Delhi wins from here on. We'll try to stick in there till the last moment. White has been signaled by the umpire there. 24 from 25. Run a ball. It's less than run a ball. Last ball of 16th. 89 for 4 is the score. Oh, gone. We were just talking about the wicket of Spurs and Sajal strikes. He said that I don't need the fielders now. I'm going to make it by my own. Inside edge, deflection from the bat, and the ball hits the off stump. Twist in the plot. 24 from 24 required, and they have lost the 5th wicket. Can IIT Roorkee come back in the game? Can IIT Roorkee win this game from here on? Run a ball scenario. It's well within the range, but the batters need to make sure that they will try to hang in. Otherwise, things would get tough. But that was a big wicket. Spurs was playing on 42, was driving the ball beautifully. In that previous ball also, he just wanted to drive the ball through the covers, but inside edge from the bat, and then the ball hits the stumps. He has to go back to pavilion. The hope is again increasing for IIT Roorkee. A lot of twists and turns in this game that we have seen so far. Hitarth Singh is coming back for his last over of the spell. Oh, beaten one more time. The more worries for IIT Delhi. Can he turn the game from here on? Can IIT Roorkee come back in the game? That is the question to be asked for. That is going to be a wide. He has to ball one more time. Just need to stay on the line. Don't give that extras. Try to put that pressure on the new batters, and the game will be on. It's all about the pressure. And they're able to put that pressure by getting a wicket of Spursh. He was playing nicely, putting the ball in the gaps, getting that runs, getting that boundaries as well. Just before that, they have lost the Shaurya's wicket as well with that run out that nicks up. So back-to-back wickets, they have got both the set batters out. So all they need to do is put that pressure, get that dots on board, be very clean with the line and length. That's straight up in the air. The fielder will be there at long off. What is happening here? They have lost the sixth wicket. Went for the big shot, Dinkar, but couldn't clear the fielder at long off. Easy catch, and he's not gonna miss that opportunity. They are back in the game, IIT Roorkee. They are absolutely having that confidence now. They nailed it absolutely. 23 from 22 required. Roller coaster ride here that we are able to see in this game. Who is gonna win? So don't go anywhere. That's an exciting battle is going in between IIT Delhi and IIT Roorkee. It's a wonderful game of cricket that we are witnessing. Two new batters on the crease now. "90 for 6, 23 required from 22. Siddharth Singh is finally able to get that wicket on his name officially. Yes, he's got a wicket for the team. The run out he did. He collected the ball and put the ball into the stumps, but the previous wicket on his name now. We are going to see that pattern now. Batters will be beaten up plenty of times. It's again turning into the nail-biting match. 58th inter-IIT sports meet that we are witnessing in the game of cricket. It's full of surprises always. Gonna get a single. He's off the mark with that. No need to go for the big shot. No need of the lofted shot. Just try to stick in. Just try to rotate the strike by placing the balls into the gaps. That is going to be the plan. And the bowlers will invite you. It's for sure that they will invite you by giving the flight to the ball. Need to make sure that you stick in. Last ball of 17th. 22 from 19. He's going to get a single. Aman, he's off the mark with that also. He's going to keep the strike on the next over. Now 21 required from 18. Who is going to win? Let us know in the comment box. Let us know your opinion. Let us know your answer. It's a prediction time. Sujal is coming on one more time. Siddhartha strikes it off in the previous over, completed his spell. 4 overs, he has balled 20 runs considered and a wicket, important wicket. When the team matters, team requires the most, he's able to get that breakthrough for the team. Oh, played at the last moment. That's gonna put that pressure. The pressure is definitely there on the batters of IIT Delhi now. They've lost both the set batters there. Flight has been given. He played it grounded. A single has been taken quickly. They will try to settle down with a single because no scope to run for the second. "20 required from 16. The gap is increasing. Oh, inside edge. He was playing for the spin, but the ball went straight. That arm ball is always effective when the pressure is on the batters. It's not going to be easy for IIT Delhi from here on. They need that big shot also. That gap is increasing. So to fulfill that gap, they need that boundary. But that's something you not going to see at the moment. कमाल की गेंदबाजी हो रही है यहाँ पे. एक गेंद देखिए बिल्कुल जड़ों में, कोई जगह दी नहीं. फ्लाइट दी थी एकदम पैरों के बीच और उसके बाद में वो स्टंपिंग का भी चांस था, लेकिन बच गए क्योंकि अंदर थे, क्रीज के अंदर. ये अच्छी बात. एक रहा है इस ओवर से अब तक 3 डॉट्स. आखिरी 2 गेंदें इस ओवर की बची है. इस बार ड्राइव किया अच्छे से. सिंगल मिल पाएगा. सिंगल के साथ ही सेटल होना पड़ेगा. 13 गेंदों पे 19 रनों की जरूरत है अब. सजल के स्पेयर की आखिरी गेंद. अमन स्ट्राइक पे. ये अच्छा शॉट है. कनेक्शन काफी बढ़िया, लेकिन फील्डर के पास जाएगा. एक ही मिल पाएगा. 12 गेंदे 18 रन. ये गेम ऑन है. 95 पे 6 IIT दिल्ली 18 के बाद. किस तरफ झुकेगा ये मुकाबला, कौन जीतेगा ये बैटल, ये अब देखने वाली बात है. कमाल का ये गेम, आज के दिन का ये बैटल रोमांचक. करण शर्मा जिन्होंने 2 विकेट चटकाए थे, 3 ओवर डाले, तो उनको लाया गया है वापिस अब. आसान होगा नहीं बिल्कुल IIT दिल्ली को. क्या वो जीत हासिल कर पाएंगे? अमन और नमन ये जोड़ी आखिर तक डटे रहे कि वो सामना, वो मुकाबला जीता देगी. ये अब देखने वाली बात है. Karan Sharma is fantastic with the ball. He's bowling his last over. It's going to be a crucial over. Karan Sharma has got 2 wickets. Only a single. They should come for the second. No, no scope at all. No space has been given, and that's misfield. With that, they're able to complete that second. A disappointment you can see on the face of IIT ROORKEE. All the players who will be disappointed to see that, because each and every run matters from here on, and they're able to get that single first. So they were trying to settle down with single, and at the same moment they saw that the ball is not in the keeper's hand, and they're able to get that second on board. Went for the big shot. The ball went straight up in the air into the no man's land. He missed just that. And the second, he just wanted to make that third run, but they have to settle down again with the double. But runs came. 2 balls, 4 runs. 99 for 6 is the score for IIT Delhi. Uses his feet. Just away from the fielder. Gonna get a single for sure. Coming back for the second. Flat throw to the keeper's end, and that's a direct hit. He's gone. He's gone. That was a rocket throw. He wasn't expecting that. He was not in the frame when the ball hits the stumps. Rocket throw, rocket throw. That was a game changer, I believe. What a magnificent throw that was. Umpire raised his finger, and that's the 7th wicket IIT Delhi have lost. Hope it's definitely high. It's definitely high for IIT Roorkee now. 9 balls, 14 runs required. Got doubles on the first 2. They were in the search of that double again. And that direct hit, that rocket throw, that has changed the rhythm of the game. Nine balls. That's going to decide who's going to win. But the battle is definitely on. Lot of appeal there. The ball hits the pads. But I think it's going to miss that leg stump there. Each and every ball is going to be an eventful from here on. Something is going to happen on each and every ball. 100 comes up on the board for Delhi. Went for the big shot. That went straight up in the air. Again, couldn't find the fielder. A single has been taken for sure, but 7 balls, 12 runs required. So they need one big shot. They need a boundary at least on this ball itself. They will try to go for the big shot, and there comes a chance of the wicket too. So it's equally important for the bowler and the batter. Went for the big shot, and he's gonna get a boundary. He is gonna get a boundary. Akib Qureshi. He's maintaining that hope for IIT Delhi. He was in a search of a boundary, and what a way to get a boundary. Shuffles inside the crease, saw the ball is pitching in the middle stump, went for the fine leg, and got an important boundary for the team. 105 for 7, 6 balls, 8 runs required. Don't go anywhere. It's a nail-biting match. What a battle. What a roller coaster ride so far in this game. Karan Sharma, he completed his spell. 22 runs considered. Excellent spell from him. 2 wickets on his name. So what's going to happen in these 6 balls? Will IIT Delhi be able to come back and get a victory, or IIT Roorkee will draw in this over? That's what we want to see now. श्रेयांशु सिंह करेंगे आखिरी ओवर. 3 ओवर डाल चुके, 22 रन दे चुके. विकेट मिली है नहीं. क्या वो विकेट इस ओवर में आ पाएगी? क्या वो कॉलम फिल कर पाएंगे इस ओवर में? ये आप देखने वाली बात है. रोमांचक है सामना। ट्राई करेंगे कि थोड़ा सा हिटिंग आर्क से बाहर रखे। बड़ा शॉट खेलने का प्रयास, फील्डर मौजूद। एक तो आसानी से मिल पाएगा, दूसरा चाहते थे लेकिन बिल्कुल मना किया। दूसरा चाहते, मिसफील्ड थोड़ी सी, और दूसरा नहीं मिलेगा। कमाल की यहाँ पे मैच, हर एक बॉल पे कुछ ना कुछ होगा, ये तो तय है। कहीं पे भी जाइएगा मत। 5 गेंदे 7 रन। यहाँ पे अगर कोई विकेट आएगी तो कहीं ना कहीं आईआईटी दिल्ली थोड़ी सी बैकफुट पे चली जाएगी। तो विन विन सिनेरियो है दोनों टीमों के लिए। यहाँ से विकेट भी चटका सकते हैं, दूसरी तरफ से वो बड़ा शॉट भी आ सकता है आकिब के बल्ले से। ये बड़ा प्रहार करने का प्रयास, लेकिन उंगली उठी, चलता किया आकिब कुरैशी को। यह पहली सफलता श्रेयांशु सिंह के नाम। बिल्कुल विकेटों के सामने पाए गए। वो फाइनल की तरफ खेलना चाहते थे, फिर से एक बार कनेक्शन हुआ नहीं। यू मिस आई हिट, और सीधा पैड पे जाके लगी है गेंद। 4 गेंदे 7 रनों की जरूरत। 106 पे 8 है स्कोर। Sriyanshu Singh able to get that wicket, important wicket. Gonna get a single for sure. Coming back for the second, but absolutely no chance to come back for the second there. 3 balls, 6 runs required. Lakshman, the new batter, is gonna face the first ball, I think. No, Naman. That single came and Naman is on strike. All eyes on Naman. All eyes on Naman. That went straight up in the air. The chance will be there. Again, no man's land. They're coming back for the second. Completed that. That's a breather. He's not able to collect the ball in his hands. The ball slipped for a moment and then he's able to drag the bat off. He's well inside the crease because of that. A single W1 and the second. Double on this ball that has been captured. 107. With that double, we need to check up on that. It's 108, I think. Only a single on that last ball. Only a single. That means the hope is high. Hope is high for IIT Roorkee. IIT Delhi. They need that big shot here. 2 balls, 5 runs required. Went for the big shot. Connection was superb. Will he able to clear the distance? Yes. IIT Delhi. What a magnificent shot that was. A thriller comes to an end, and IIT Delhi, they're able to get that victory from nowhere. Lakshman, he is the man. He was still hoping for the best. The ball was into the slot. And finally, IIT Delhi. What a comeback. He ended with a bang. What a maximum that was. That was as straight as an arrow. And they're able to clinch to the victory. Roller coaster ride it was. And they're brilliant out there. A wonderful game that we have witnessed. And in the end, IIT Delhi, they're able to get that victory here. That nail-biting match comes to an end finally. And that is you're gonna see in this 58th Inter-IIT Sports Meet. What a shot that was. Lakshman, he is the man. Look at that happy faces, all smiles. They're gonna party tonight. So that's for sure. But a magnificent fight has been given by IIT Roorkee. That's the story. IIT Delhi in the end, they're able to get that victory by 2 wickets. All played well. A nice game that we have witnessed. IIT Roorkee, if you talk about that, Ayush Kumar, Karan Sharma, they've got a magnificent partnership, and because of them, we have seen that nail-biting match actually. Dinkar, he was fantastic with the ball. 4 wickets on his name. Naman and Spurge got 1 wicket each. Then IIT Delhi came in. Spurge and Shaurya were building up a good partnership. 42 got on the name of Spurge. Shaurya got 29, and in the end, Naman Khatana 11. But that magnificent shot from Lakshman is something you will remember forever. IIT Delhi is able to get that important victory in this game by 2 wickets. That's the story that we have witnessed. Thank you for joining in. That's it from this game. We'll see you in the next game that is soon going to start. So don't forget to join in there as well.